What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Blue Falcon coming to you with another video. Welcome to the Old School Podcast, the podcast where we talk about current events and modern trends and explain why life would be better with an old school traditional mindset. So let's just get right into it, y'all, because I couldn't be any more happier with what I just finished watching. Alright, you guys, so if you were in the last live stream on my channel, you will see that I was talking about a very sad situation in the topic of bullying, right? There was this young girl who was beat up. Hey, what's going on, David? Man, I appreciate the love, man. I missed you too, bro. But yeah, in the last live stream, there was this girl I was talking about who was being bullied in high school. And it was so odd because, rather than being just human, it would be just a human thing to do, which is that if you've seen somebody getting beat up and pummeled, you would think that you would actually go out and try to help the individual. But rather what happened instead is that people took out their smartphones and started recording the girl get beat up, right? And, they posted it on social media because that's the generation we live in today. Everything got to be on social media. And they showed her getting beat up, and people in the comments are saying that, oh, she deserves it, you should beat her up again, and all this other nonsense, right? But this is the key. The girl actually committed suicide. And it was so tragic because it actually really annoyed me greatly, because I can't believe that evil has won again, right? Evil got a W that day, because here's a girl that took her life. And I'm going to show you just a quick clip of the video I did previously, because I literally spoke about how to actually overcome bullying. All right. So here's the clip, and I'm going to just play it for you guys. You're going to be in your 30s looking back at your teens, and you're going to be like, oh, man, I for sure didn't know a damn thing. You're still you don't know who you are, and that's what I'm talking about. You have a bunch of students who are going through all these changes in life. You don't even know who you are yet. You don't know who you are. You're still walking funny. You're still talking funny. Your voice is breaking in and out of pitch. Girls are going through monthly cycles and they feel like shit. You don't even know who you are yet. And now but that's life. That is life. There's gonna be moments of ups and downs. But do not give up. You have a bunch of people preying on people who are insecure and they already feel low, and they just stomping their feet, putting their feet on their neck. Don't commit suicide. You want to overcome the bully? Either you fight back or you let your light shine. Ooh, that's the best way to get a bully angry. Ooh, that's the best way to make a bully angry. You let your light shine. You continue to experience success. Work hard. Succeed. And watch every hater that you had look at you, and they're going to get even more mad. Why? Because all the talk that they were doing. You see, when you commit suicide, the bully wins. The bully wins. But when you actually keep grinding, okay, so what if they talking bad about me? Whatever. Have some thick skin. Have some thick skin, my people. And then keep grinding. Because when you become a success, all your haters have no choice but to shut up. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, the people that are hating on you, just fast forward 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the line, and they're going to be stuck in the same place that they were in high school. All right. And this is where I would like to stop that flashback, because what's so interesting is that we have Michael B. Jordan, right? And Michael B. Jordan confronts his high school bully, and he does it in such an amazing way. You guys have to check this out, you guys. You guys have to check this out. So this is the clip right here, and let me just play this for you.
And we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure.
I heard it.
Michael B. Jordan calls out a former classmate for making fun of him, and it is awkward.
Oh, y'all trying to start drama over here?
The whole thing went down on the red carpet at a screening of Michael's flick Creed 3 in Atlanta, after he was approached for an interview by L'Oreal, the host of the Morning Hustle show, who reminded him they grew up together.
And we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark.
Let's pause real quick, all right? Because can you believe that this girl had the nerve to say we go all the way back? Hold on, let's stop right there. First of all, not everybody that you go all the way back with, you cool with that individual. So do you see the manipulation, how she tries to spin the story? Oh, we go all the way back, so that must mean we cool. Pause. Nah, that does not mean we're cool. And I just just look at this guy's face. Just look at his face. Can you see how he's literally staring her down? Just look. This man is literally staring her down. He just like, what are you talking about? Just because we go all the way back, that doesn't mean we're cool. You were the one that called me corny, right? And what I love about this video, right, is that essentially Michael B. Jordan is embodying what? Keep the same energy. And that's what I keep trying to tell you guys, right? All your haters, all the people that made fun of you, when you keep grinding, when you keep having success, right, and you blow up one day, you're gonna look at them and you better act just like Michael B. Jordan. Lick them straight in the face. Keep that same energy. Oh man, you better keep that same energy. Let's keep going.
Okay?
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure.
I heard it.
No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
Yeah, so that corny comment comes from a 2021 episode of the Undressing Room podcast.
I gotta stop right here. She has the nerve to call him corny. You know what I think is corny? Her weave. How about we start there? How about we start with the weave? How you a black woman rocking orange hair? That's corny. Let's get it straight. That's corny as hell. Do you know the amount of rejection and self-hate? I mean, as a black woman, why can't you rock your natural hair? That's corny. That's corny. Rather than making fun of his name, he can't choose his name, but you could choose your hairstyle though. You could choose your hairstyle, rocking orange hair. What the? That's corny.
Podcast, where L'Oreal, her co-host Eva Marcille, and Dominique DeDiva talked about the actor.
I think that Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
To be fair,
Nice, corny guys treat you the best. All right, can anybody please put in the comments down below? Please, write in the comments down below. When in the world has the word corny ever been a good thing? When has the word corny ever been a compliment? I mean, maybe I'm bugged out. No, you know what it is? This is what I believe. She got caught in her words, and now once again they trying to spin it, right? They trying to spin it, And they know that he's already famous right now. So, I don't mean that in a slight. When has the word corny ever been a good thing to call someone? Corny is like another way for saying this person's a nerd, this person ain't shit, he's whack. You know what I'm saying? That's what corny. When I was growing up, that's what corny meant. Corny was reserved for the dudes playing Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You get what I'm saying? Corny was reserved for the dudes probably rocking cartoon shirts just like this, right? They were labeling dudes like that corny. Only difference is, you see, I'm a grown man. I rock whatever the hell I want. I don't care about what people think about me, but that's my mindset. But could you imagine growing up? Could you imagine growing up when, just as I said in that last video about bullying, right? These are usually people going through puberty, their voices breaking in and out, right? They don't know who they are. Girls are going through their monthly cycle. Both boys and girls are starting to walk a little funny, right? They're growing into their new bodies. So when you calling someone corny, you got to understand that they themselves are already dealing with a whole bunch of rejection and insecurities. Calling them corny is not going to make them feel any better. It's not a compliment. It's not a compliment. I don't know in what world we live in, but that is not a compliment. You get what I'm saying?
It was actually Eva who called Michael corny, but L'Oreal did admit that in high school she used to make fun of him.
To be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
Look at him.
Well, Michael clearly caught wind of all that.
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure.
And L'Oreal later shared this final moment from the uncomfortable chat.
Oh, matter of fact, excuse me, I think I was in mute. But what I was saying was that, do you guys see his face? This guy's face is just absolutely, like, pretty much he's saying, I ain't buying none of this shit that you selling. Alan Richardson, you said that she called him corny because he had his headshots with him. That's not corny. That's having a dream, and his came true. I agree with you 100%, Alan. I agree with you 100%. You see, but this is the thing, right? Michael B. Jordan is an example of an individual that, despite the criticism, despite being bullied, actually had the intestinal fortitude to keep pushing. And I wish most people had that same drive and determination. Because I'm a firm believer that anybody can actually accomplish their quote-unquote dream if you actually push hard enough. But if you actually push hard enough. But if you give up, why? Because there's just a little bit of pressure. Some external pressure. I mean, that's what stress is. But too often than not, people succumb to the stress. People succumb to the pressure. Just keep pushing. And again, if you guys been following Michael B. Jordan, this guy, he's been grinding for years. For years. I mean, the first movie I think I saw him in, and he wasn't even that big at the time, was Fruitvale Station. It was a great movie, by the way. But Michael B. Jordan wasn't as big as he is now. Now, 5-10 years later, now this guy is one of the biggest actors probably after Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, I can't think of too many other male actors, black male actors on top of that, that's actually doing it big the way he is. Alan Richardson, no different than someone having their basketball or sketchbook with... Exactly. Well said. Well said. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not here to sell this a dream that, like, all right, I hope I don't sound like I'm contradicting myself. In everything in life, you're going to be dealing with some remote level of competition, right? If you're trying to be a basketball player, it's going to be extremely difficult. There's a lot of obstacles along your way. While you sleeping, another boy across the seas is still dribbling, you get what I'm saying? While you sleeping, there's still another boy, or girl working on their craft, right? So I'm not here to say that it's a 100%, without a doubt, you're going to accomplish what the goals and dreams you set out for yourself. But what I am saying is that if you give up for the reason of bullying, that is when I have an issue. If you have your parents talking shit, your brothers talking shit, your sister don't believe in you, your friends are telling you to give it up, maybe you got to give them up. That's all I'm saying. Because that's another form of hating. You need to, what they call, audit your circle. You got to audit your circle. Leave these people behind. You see, because I'm sure for her to even be criticizing him the way that she did, calling him corny, this is my number one bet. I bet she was probably part of the in crowd, right? She was probably one of the popular girls to even be calling him corny, right? And guess what? Just as I said in my last video, fast forward, and she ain't still nowhere. Like, I never even heard of L'Oreal. And you see, and this is what I said, those people, they're going to be still stuck with a high school mindset. These are people who have literally arrested development. And you could tell, just look at the girl. Let's look at the girl. Orange hair. What the hell is that? Orange has a black girl on top of that. He was in the show The Wire as a child. You see? There you go. So yes, he has been grinding for a long while. I agree with you, Alan. I agree with you. But man, look at this guy's face. Like, he definitely is not having any of the nonsense.
And while Michael isn't exactly laughing, he's not letting the childhood bullies get him down, offering this advice to someone who's going through a tough time.
Just stay focused and stay locked in, just follow your heart, try to block out the noise and distractions as much as possible and run your race. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, just keep going.
That was Michael at the LA premiere of Creed 3 on Monday. He chatted with ET and opened up about the release of the film, which he starred in and directed, and his new Calvin Klein underwear ad.
That Calvin Klein ad. First thought when you saw it.
I was like, my mama gonna have to see this. Let me call her. I'm sorry, it's out here. Got my business all out in the streets, literally. This is like a moment, just have everything kind of coming together at one time. It feels great, and be able to share that moment with, my other actors who's having a moment of their own as well. It just feels special. It feels like everything's happening in the right time.
Seems safe to say Michael's having the last laugh.
Alright, so I'm going to end it right there, you guys. No need to go any further. I think you guys get the point. But fundamentally, you guys, I think this is a good way to end off this series of bullying. It's unfortunate, again, to the girl who did commit suicide. It's very unfortunate that that bullying has gotten so far to the point where it took a young girl's life. But on the flip side, I am extremely happy for Michael B. Jordan for being able to have the chutzpah to actually confront his childhood bully. And you know what's so beautiful about it too? I'll end up with this. He didn't have to touch her. He didn't have to make fun of her. He didn't have to slander her. He could have done all those things the same way she spoke about him. He could have returned if you want to call it a favor, but he could have definitely returned that same energy, right? He could have definitely returned that energy. But what I love about Michael B. Jordan and how he approached it so much was that he didn't return evil for evil, right? You're not going to quench fire with fire. But what's so beautiful is that he shut her down just by being successful. Just by being successful, this man probably made this girl feel like utter shit. And the fact that it's on the internet now, everybody's gonna always remember this girl as the girl that was hating on Michael B. Jordan, the dude that, as you mentioned, he is winning personally and professionally from The Wire, Fruitvale Station, Black Panther 1 and 2, Creed 1, 2, and Yep, exactly. And this girl is going to forever be remembered as the girl hating on the man with this type of pedigree, a man with this track record. You get what I'm saying? Corny. How is it corny for having a dream? How is it corny for doing things the right way? And you know, girls, I'll end up with this. Something is seriously wrong with some of these women. I remember these girls calling guys corny just because they were proper. Like, can you guys relate to this? Where it would be the guy who, you know, maybe he doesn't have a lot of experience with women, and now he's finally in a room, a setting with a girl, and rather than doing what most of these other dogs do and push up on her and try to feel up on her and have sex with her, he actually is respectful. Girls call that corny, or they call him gay. Or he must be gay because he didn't touch me. Or he must be gay because he didn't actually get inside my panties. Is this what we... I can't make this up. Can you guys relate to that? Please put it in the comments if you actually witnessed that. I've seen that so much times. You get what I'm saying? This is the boy who is raised the right way and doesn't want to make this girl a hoe. So he actually respects her. He's gay or he's corny. That's what I'm saying. That is her 15 minutes of fame. Or rather, 15 minutes of shame. That's what it looks like to me. Because that was a damn disgrace. That's a damn disgrace. How she looks. Nobody knows who this girl is. Nobody knows who this girl is. At least I don't. All right. I don't even watch the E or whatever entertainment. Well, I don't know what it is, but the only reason I found out about it is because it's trending that Michael B. Jordan put this girl, you know, in a coffin just by letting his light shine. That's pretty much it. Just by doing what he's supposed to do, which is grind, hustling, keep pushing. Anyway, I hope you guys hear the message. If you guys do like videos like this, please like, because that is one of the best metrics that help this channel out. Please hit that like button, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, because it does help the channel out a lot. With that being said, Blue Falcon over and out. Game hard, y'all.
Game to win. Game hard.